Hi guys, welcome to this evening's flight. As with Avianca Airlines, we're in El Salvador, as we're going to take a flight down to Toncontin Airport for the view Alpha 02. On the approach, round onto that left-hand arc to come in for runway 02. So, as we get the aircraft all prepared, we've got XPRealistic along with Orthos down in Toncontin. So don't forget to like and subscribe guys, help us get to that 2,000 subscriber goal. And now we can get inside the aircraft and start up ready for our departure out of runway 07. Here we are now in the 737-800 cockpit, where we're going to do our pre-flight checklist as we get everything underway. So we've got our parking brake which is set. Go into the overhead now. We can get our battery which is guarded, standby power which is guarded, and ground power which is on. We can put on the panel lights as we get everything all good to go, and put the one pump on as well, as we're going to get the APU on in just a few seconds. So batteries on and guarded, standby power is guarded, and ground power is on. Left center pump is on for the after pump. APU we can now start up as we get ready to leave. Okay, which is all good for us. We can turn on the dome light if we want a little bit more lighting. So the APU is now getting ready to go, and put our position lights which can go on, which are set. Logo lights can go on, which are also checked. Emergency exit lights can be armed along with our no smoking and passenger signs. From there we can get our window heats on, which we can test now. Okay, so they're all good. On for that, we've got the trim air on, we can get the packs which are auto, the isolation valves open, and the APU bleed can now come on. So, as we go on to bat and ground power, we can see that we have got DC volts. So we're going to test the flap setting, which is checked, flight recorder which is also set and checked, which is our max speed air warning, which is set and checked. Come down onto the center panel now quickly, as we will do our APU test before we start that. So there's one, there's two of the overheat detection. Check the bulbs, the two for the engine, one for the APU, which is all set and checked. Coming down now, we can get our panel lights all set. As we light the cockpit up, ready to go today. So back on the overhead now. From there, we've also got to get the IRSs, which can be aligned now, which are checked. So put them to nav, which is set. And all that's left to do now is go into the FMC and get the aircraft all ready to go. So that is a lovely sight to see today. So we're going to the FMC now. What we can do is we can turn our dome lights off now as we go down, get our position, and then we can head on out. So we're going to position. We've got Mike Sierra Lima Papa, which we'll get from the left GPS. Can punch that in. Go to our route now, where we're going to get in. Okay, which is set. Coming out of our departure, we've got 07, and we're leaving out on the Vitain. Okay, so there's the Vitain. Leaving out from Vitain, we're then going to take our flight from Vitain, and then we're going to go straight into our arrival. So from Vitain, we're coming in for the Vitain 1. And we're going to be coming in for the 02. Now on our charts, what we've got the RMP for 02, which is going to bring us right down to the Tango Golf 011. On our arrival, we're basically going to come from Vitain and then follow it all the way to Toncontin on the 112.3 for the VOR, 8,000 feet above. Once we hit there, we then go into that left arc all the way around 7,000 feet, all the way back to the 124. By the time we get to the Tango Golf 011, that's where we'll be disconnected just before, and then we can swing that left arc all the way into the runway. So that is where we are going to be ending up today. So we're going to be taking the RNAV for 02, and on for that we're going to be taking the Toncontin VOR, so it'll be Tango November Tango. Can shove that in and execute it up. We'll go into our perf now. We've got reserves of 1. Cost index today on the flight as we leave is going to be for us today 15. Flight level is going to be 170, or we can do 16 just to stay on board with the FMC. Coming out on the ISO, we've got 102 at 019. That's going to give us a -1. Okay, which is all set. Gone to our M1 limit, take full takeoff and full climb. Coming out, got flaps 5, 141, 143 and a 152 for V2, so we're going to plug 152, which is all checked and set. We'll put the flight directors on, which are set and checked. Leaving out of the runway heading today, 07 is going to be the 070. Which is set, 25 degrees at bank, which is also set. Coming up, we're going to climb all the way up. So 16,000 can go in and checked. 16,000 over on our landing panel, and airport's elevation coming down is going to be 3307. So put 3,300 in. Okay, 3,300, which is set. The APU can now come over. Go to the APU gen. Okay, so as the FMC now is practically done, we can get our center of gravity. Okay, 21.3. That's 5.5. Over on our runway heading for the meters leaving out of El Salvador, we have got 050 at 06. Okay, runway is dry. 141, 143 and a 152, 5.5 on the trim. So we'll go and get that now. Okay, which is all set for us. So everything's now pretty much all set and checked. We can do the terrain test as well whilst we're here.
Slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
Okay, so on for the next part of our checklist. So we've got the transponder, which is standby, which is set. Indicated airspeed, we've got 152 coming out for V2. We've got the 070 coming out of the runway. We have a look at the charts, we can have a look, and I'll show you the departure route. So once we leave out at 07, we're going to leave out, follow it all the way up to the 076, where we'll break away and then head on up to Vitan. So it's a pretty much straightforward departure route. We're leaving out of 07, we'll follow it down Alpha all the way to the end of the Alpha hold, and then we'll blast all the way out. So should be a tight one, should be a good one as well. So after that, we've got the heading for takeoff, which is 070, which is also checked. Flight directors are on and set. The yaw damper can now go on, which is checked. Window heaters are all on and set. Flight altitude is 160 for 330 on our airport's elevation. Flight directors are on. LNAV and VNAV as required. We're going to take LNAV out as we leave. Altimeter ref we've got on the QNHs today. It is 29903. Which is set. Okay, 29903, which is also set. So we are practically now ready to go. Com radios as we leave out. VORs are on. Not tracking anything coming out. No VORs tracking out anyway, so it's just a straightforward procedure out as we leave. So what we can do is we can call the tug now. Doors are closed and set. Auto brake can be set to RTO, and we're all ready to go. So we'll go and call the tug, and then we'll get our pushback. Driving up, so we're doing our before start checklist. We've got wheels to throttle, which is set and checked. Left, right, centre fuel pumps can go on, so we've got left and right pumps on for our centres. We have nothing in the centres, which is checked. Electric hydraulic pumps can now go on, which is checked, and we can check the brake pressure as well, which is over 3000, which is also set. Anti-collision lights can go on, which are checked. Parking brake is set, ground equipment is removed, and engine area is clear. So we go to our ground services, everything is all set and clear for us as we get ready to leave. So we're going to push back, we'll come out onto Alpha, and then follow it down to the end for 07.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Okay, so he's ready to connect now. multicast can now go to TA, which is also set. So Tug's just going to lift us up now and get the control column over. So it should be a fun approach in, coming down into Toncontin, Honduras. Leaving out the runway, we've got 141, 143 for rotate and 152.
Now connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, so we can release parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, so engine start checklist, secondary display unit engine, which is checked. Packs can be turned off, which is set. Engine bleeds can be turned off as well. Going for engine start, so we're going to go for engine number 2. Start valve is lit. N2 is increasing. All pressure temps will come to life. 25% N2 will inject fuel, then we'll check exhaust gas temperature come to life for the engines. So engine number 2 start has come over, so we go for engine number 1. So start valve is open. All pressure temps will come to life again. 25% N2 will inject fuel, and watch exhaust gas temperature come to life. One now has come over, starter has gone back to normal, so we'll go overhead now, get the generators which are back over 1 and 2, which is checked, probe heats can now come on, which is also checked, parking brake which is set.
Disconnecting tow, stand by.
Okay, I just think the brakes broke on the trigger. From there we've got our packs which can go back to auto, isolation valve can go to auto, engine bleeds can come off with the APU bleed, we can switch the APU off now, which is also set and checked. We'll go over to Gen 1, engine start switches are continuous, which are set, elevator trims 5.5 for takeoff, which we can confirm, which is right there, 5.5, there we go, and we'll do the recall, which is clear. Low display unit can go off now. Okay, which is also set for us. And we are all ready to depart. So we're just waiting for the tug now to leave, and then we can get
Tow is disconnected and bypass beam has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
You too, see you soon, bye bye. Okay, so we're all ready now to leave out. We've got our taxi checklist as tug leaves. We've got everything all set for us to go. So for our taxi sign, runway 07, we're going to come out, take a left turn onto a right to Alpha, which takes us on to the Alpha hold for 07. So we are all ready to go. And turn on our taxi lights, which are set. And we are ready to go. So taxi lights are a little dim, so we can release the brake, which is checked.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items
What we're
in
going
the
to do as well is if we
overhead
do a
bin,
wing view,
smaller
we're going to
items
put the wing
underneath
lights on,
in front of
just so that we
Unless you're in the
can
front
see
row,
about the wing
please
well.
place all of your items in the overhead bin.
We'll leave the wing well on, just so if we do any wing cinematics, we can actually see the wings on the arrival.
Have a good flight.
After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities
So we're going to take this left-hand turn.
provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Feel free
then we'll
to
take
use
a
your cell
right
phones
straight
during the rest of
onto
the boarding
Alpha.
process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Okay, so as we take this right hand turn now.
Good morning,
onto
ladies
Alpha.
and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 42. Our flight time will be roughly 45 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all
Follow all
devices
the way
are in
down,
airplane mode and
and
your
then we'll
large
get ready
devices
for
are now
the
shut
runway.
down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
So as we taxi on down now to runway 07.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration.
We're going to be flying runway
When
heading,
the
then
seatbelt
going
light
on
is
to the
on, please make sure that your
076.
seatbelt is fastened
So
well
L nav will
and tight
engage
across
after
your lap.
400 feet.
To
Once our
fasten,
flaps are up, we'll
insert the
engage
metal
VNAV,
fittings into
and then
one
we'll fly
another.
VNAV and
Tighten
VNAV
by
up
pulling
to
on the
our
loose end of the strap.
destination.
To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the guidance towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you, and place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head and tighten the straps if necessary. And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask, and in the event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you
Okay, so here we are now at Alpha, as we get ready to make this left-hand turn, and then we are going to go over the whole short line, and then line up for runway 07.
Please note the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
So as we approach the Alpha hold now, going to run over and then come on for 07 to line up, so we can turn our runway turn-offs on, which are checked. Strobes which can go on, suppose taxis can go off now, we'll leave taxis on just to be on the safe side. Engine start switches are continuous, which are checked, so we are now fully ready to go. So we're going to line up. And then we'll do our before takeoff checklist. Okay, so here we are now, all set, ready to go. So we're just putting our brakes, which are set and checked. So we can now get ready to depart. We will go through our before takeoff checklist. So before takeoff checklist, we've got parking brake, which is set. Center fuel pumps are off. De-ice is off. Cabin lights are checked. Flight instruments are checked. Coming out, we've got takeoff data. We've got 141, 143, and a 152 for V2, which is set and checked on the MCP speed. 070 coming out for runway head, and we're going to go straight up to 16,000 feet. Nav equipment set. There's no VORs to come out on. And request takeoff clearance. So after that, we've got landing lights, strobes, taxi lights can go off now. So taxi lights can go off. We've got strobes which are on and set, anti-collisions, landing lights which can now be turned on. TCAS which is on TARA, which is set and checked, and we are all ready for our departure. So we'll just move on for our departure here. Run out runway heading, then we're going to turn on to the 076. So can release the brakes. Can power on up to 40%. Full pressure on the column. fully stabilised, and toga. Okay, so we'll drop a flaps 5 whilst we're taking off. Airspeed alive.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold. So we've got a little bit of wind. Flaps 5 is set. 100 knots stabilised.
E1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
You're up. Check. So, auto brake can now be turned off, which is checked. Gear lever can now be set off as well. As we bug up now to our flaps up, we can go max 250. So as we climb up, we're going to go on to the 076 once we come from the 070. So we'll start to lower our nose now as climb 1 comes in. Okay, which is checked. Got a bit of trimming just to hold. So as we come up for flaps 1 now. Following out of the 070, we've got some lovely views as we do. Still following the flight director on LNAV. And as we come up now to our flaps up, we can now engage. As we hold 250, we're going to go on to the 076, which is set. Following the flight director passing through 6,000 feet. Keeping control nice and steady as we come out. We've got 9 knots. As we're now moving over to that 076 heading onto that right hand turn, which is set and checked. So just as we come in onto that right hand turn after takeoff checked, it's got positive rate of climb, gear is up and off, which is checked, auto brake which is set. Runway turn off lights can go off now as we get ready to go. So as the wind's now kicking in a little for us, we can turn the runway turn offs can go off, engine starts can go off as well, which are checked. As we're holding 24 on our 25 speed, passing through 8,000, going for 3,000 feet per minute. So we are now on the 076 heading 077 as we've got 11 knot winds now just bringing us up. So we can turn on the terrain, get it to work. Okay, so coming up for near 10,000 feet, the pilot is on.
You may now turn on your larger portable
Top of the
electronic
seatbelt
devices.
signs, which are
This is also a
checked,
reminder to please
and we go to our
keep
climb out
fast while you're
checklist.
seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory.
So
This aircraft
CMDA,
is
which is
equipped with
engaged,
onboard
which is checked,
Wi-Fi.
altimeter,
If you
which we
wish to
can
connect to the
push past
Wi-Fi,
at
you will be
18,000
required to
feet,
pay
which
a
will be
small
set.
fee.
Below
We do
10,000, we've
offer
got
complimentary
250 knots, so we're going to level off now, go to our climb speed.
Connect to the Wi-Fi to
From
find
there,
out more
ATC is
information.
required, passing 10,000 feet now, landing lights which can go off, which are checked. Fasten seatbelt signs are off and checked, center fuel pumps are on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew of forward have been released, and I ask you to remain seated with your seatbelts fastened. There are 3 lavatories, the one with aircraft, 2 in the rear and 1 in the front.
Okay, so passing 13,009 up for 160. As we can see, we're right near our top of climb. Sun's right out in us today as we come in, and it looks like we might have it coming in our face on that left-hand turn. So if we take us in now to our plan, I can show you the route in as we come. So let's just lower down in. So from leaving the runway, we basically come out. We're going to leave out. Once we leave out onto that left-hand turn, we're going to go up to Vitam. So here is the arrival in. So we hit the TNT, 1,000 to go for 16,000. We hit the TNT VOR. Once we hit the VOR on the TNT, we're then going to basically move around onto that left-hand arc, which is going to take us all the way around 7,000 feet. And then once we get down to the Tango Golf 011, that is where we are practically going to be ready to go. So 7,000 feet as we come around, start descent at the Tango Golf at 015, coming down now. By the time we get to our final approach point, which is Tango Golf 014, we should be at 6,776 feet. So that is our final approach point. From that point on, we should get ourselves and be ready, fully configured to come in. We're going to come down in onto the runway heading, which is going to be 020 on the left arc. So as soon as we disconnect, we'll be ready to disconnect before the Tango Golf 011, and then that's where we'll make that left hand arc straight in for runway 02 on the approach for the RNAV. So that's it now for the departure, guys. So we'll go to our takeoff cinematics, and then I'll see you for our top of descent, ready to come in for a lovely Toncontin airport for the RNAV on 02. So I'll see you guys when we get back. Hi guys, welcome back to the flight deck as we get ready for our top of descent, which is just in reach of us now as we come down into the runway. So we can do a few things to get everything prepared for when we do come down. We've got QNHs, which is going to be 2993, which is set. We've got 3015. Hi guys, welcome back to the cockpit as we get ready to descend down now. We can now set the QNHs over to 3015 as we are set now, and we didn't go over standard. So 3015, which we can set as well. So I don't know why it keeps jumping like that. 3015, which is set. Got the 4429 on our decision, which is going to be 41141, which is also set and checked. Top of descent is in reach. Got the MCP altitude set to 7,000 feet. So when we come down on the arrival, we're going to make that left-hand arc. Currently coming inbound now on the 074, which is also set and checked. Coming in, we can get the seatbelts now ready and back on, ready for our descent as we're going to come in. So we'll get our descent checklist all ready now. So we've got our ATIS information, which is set. The altimeter, which is set. We've got our winds coming down, which are currently 210 at 03. We put the winds down in the forecast, which we've already got as well. Going to the VNAV. Forecast is 22. So as we come down, we're going to get our speeds in. So let's get our weights. Coming in for the progress, we've got 42 to 46, which is 0.4, which will be 68.7. It's going to give us 152 as we come in, plus 5. So as we come in on our landing, coming in for runway 02, winds is 020, 12. Temperature down is 22, which is set. It's 1021. Coming in for flaps 30. Got 68.7 coming down. And we've got just plus 5, which will do for us. So we're going to take max auto brake, which will be set. Just in reach now for our top of descent. Coming down as we get ready to descend down into a lovely Toncontin airport for the 02 on the RNAV approach. So we'll bring the flight controls over now as we're coming in for a flaps 30. We're going to be coming in for around 156, 157. Currently 10 nautical miles from the VOR. As we've got the VOR, which is already set in, which is going to be right here, TNT. We could use that to intercept down onto that left-hand turn once we come down in.
To assist with customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily.
So there's the
Please
decel.
review and complete these
Grab the
forms
speed brakes
and
now.
with you for presentation upon arrival.
Max 250 coming round the bend. We're going to hold 250 out on our speed until we get round to the Tango Golf 014. Initial approach is Tango for max 250. So 250 up until this point here, 7,000 in, passing through 14,007 now. Speed brakes are open. We can open the speed window if we really want to. So let the aircraft continue its descent down. There's the next decel point, which is going to have us in for 250 below. So we are fully ready. We've got the RNAV 02 on the 020 degree course, which is set. Runway 02, and we're coming inbound 5 nautical miles away, which is set. coming round in, we'll start 7,000 on that left turn, and then we'll start coming round, so
We have
we'll
begun
set
our
the
final descent
minimums in.
into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin
Okay,
to select any
4003,
craft
which
one
is
final time. Please ensure tray
by the time we
tables
get
are
round
stowed
onto
and
that
seats are
left
in the full
hand,
upright position.
ready for
Please
that
also
turn
store
onto
any
the runway.
carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please
Final
complete
approach
all
point
Wi-Fi related
is
tasks
Tango Golf
and stow any
014.
larger electronics.
Okay, so set the speed brakes in now. Can open the speed window. It's going to be 250 below. This should be in just a few moments' time, this second decel. As we continue that descent down onto that left-hand turn. Speed brakes are armed, which is checked. Can turn on our lights now. Which is also set and checked. Coming down on the descent, can get our approach checklist coming right up. So the altimeter passing transition altitude, so we've got 3015, which is also set past 18,000, it's meant to 16,000. Just coming down now through 12,003, below 10,000, 250 knots. Landing lights will be on and passenger signs, which are already on and checked. We've got our terrain on now. We should start the next decel point as we go into that left hand turn, which will finally lead us on to the 124. Okay, which is set. Go on the speed window now, 250 below. So we go down to flaps up now. Now we can open up speed brakes. Passing through 11,003. As we go to our flaps up, we can then get the aircraft fully established. By the time we get to our final approach point, which is going to be the Tango Golf 014. Currently 11 nautical miles out from the Golf 015, passing 10,000 feet now. We can put our landing lights on, which are checked, energy start switches, which can be continuous, which is set, passenger signs, which are on, auto brake set for max, speed brake, which is open as we slow down for our flaps up now. Coming on that left bend for the Tango Golf 015. So to leave 10,000 feet, 7,000 above. Okay, as we've got the 015 which is in, so we'll stay down for 240. We've still got a little way to go around. So we'll hold 24 until we get up to Tango Golf 014. We can hold max 250. So as the aircraft now starts its descent, throttles will idle back. Okay. So now we'll get the speed brakes open. And we'll start getting all configured, ready to come down. So we'll come to our flaps up now. Got our minimum set 44. So we'll put 4,005. So we don't go above our minimums. We'll do is disconnected by the 014. Passing 240 now, and our speed coming down through 8,007. Find approach point, it's a Tango Golf 014. And by then we will be slowed down. So we are all ready and configured to come in. Everything's all set, we've got 020 setting on the courses. Got everything all configured for our approach in as we come around onto that turn. I'm going to make that left now onto the 124 as we're just coming down to our flaps up. So can do as we are just approaching near to the 014, passing through 7,005. Speed brakes are back in and retracted, back into the arm position now, passing through 7,002. 014, which is in, so we can start to go to flaps 5. Okay, so now we are on the approach, 7,06776 as we come down now.
$2,500.
Flaps 5, which is in. So we come down to flaps 10 now, just holding on borderline. Okay, so we can see the approach lights as we're coming in, so we get fully established for that turn, and we'll be disconnected just before we come in on that left hand bend. So we can see the airport, which is in for us as we get ready to go. So as we just come down now, we can drop a gear, just give us a little bit more drag.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go, so what we can do is disconnect the autopilot and disconnect the auto throttle, so I have control of the aircraft now. As we follow the descent down. Okay, flaps 15, go to flaps 25. Which is set.
1,000.
1,000 set. Flaps 30, which is in.
Plus 100.
Okay, we'll come round to that left hand turn. The minimums continue. Controlled. As I've got 12 knots coming in.
Think rate. Think rate.
Okay, just swing a bit of left right.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
100.
Think rate.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, speed brakes are on. And reverses are right. So there we are down Toncontin. 80 knots, check. Reverses can be stowed. As we now brake to turn off the runway. So
Ladies
water
and
brakes
gentlemen,
can
we
be
have reached our
disarmed.
destination. The local time
Speed
is
brake can be retracted, and flaps can be
5:53
retracted
a.m. and it's
also.
currently about
As we're
23
coming forward,
degrees
left hand turn now
Celsius.
to taxi
You can
off,
now use
and
your
here we
mobile
are down in
devices.
Toncontin
Please remain
Airport,
seated
guys.
until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight.
So as we
If
taxi
this is your
now
final
off of Foxtrot,
destination, we
left
thank you
onto
for flying with
Alpha.
us. If you're making a connection,
Can
we
get
encourage
ready
you to
to
check
go,
your
so
itinerary
just
to
before
ensure
we
a
come
smooth
off now,
continuation of your journey.
we get our strobes and everything all set, so strobes can go on, which are set, when we turn off, which are set. Taxi lights can go on, and we'll make that left hand turn now. Swing around the bend as we come in for the stand. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll leave you with the landing cinematics of the arrival. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the flights. Don't forget to head into the Discord if you enjoyed the notifications when the flights are going to be happening. And I'll see you all very soon for the next available flight on the channel. So take care for now, guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.